What is this?
Up yours.
What is this?
Up yours, jackass.
What are you doing?
Up yours.
Why are you doing this?
You promised, liar. Liar. Liar! 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 I wanted was to go back to Mary, but everyone except her kept lying to me. The gambler used me to make money. Even the professor at school wanted to use me for his own gain. I couldn't take it anymore, so I exposed the professor's lies in front of everyone. He became a total joke on the spot. But the price I paid was lighting his rage with my own hands. He went furious and yelled at his assistant to cut off my feathers. In that moment, I screamed, and once again, I turned back into a parrot that couldn't fly. I lost all faith in humans and completely shut my mouth. I had no academic value anymore, but the professor still wouldn't let me go. He locked me in a basement with no light, no sound, and dumped me there like I was trash. I thought I'd never see Mary again for the rest of my life. Until one day, a repairman named Jack stepped into my dark little world. He was just there to clean, but then he heard me singing. He followed the sound, and when he saw me, I could feel his shock and disbelief. But when he stepped closer, I panicked and backed away, knocking over the cage next to me. He jumped. Come on, leave me alone! And don't come back!
Then ran to tell his coworkers. But they all said he was imagining things, said parrots couldn't talk. To prove them wrong, he bought mangoes, my favorite taste. I wanted to stay silent.
Say mango. Mango.
But he sat there eating mangoes right in front of me. I couldn't resist anymore. I finally spoke. He froze like lightning hit him. He asked why someone like me hadn't shown up at the conference. I looked into his clear eyes and told him my story from the beginning. When I finished, he didn't say a word. He just sat there, like he remembered something heavy. I could feel that he understood how much I longed for a home. Then he stood up, opened his toolbox, and said he was getting me out. I freaked out.
Look, you're destroying laboratory property. They're gonna fire you, Misha.
But he wouldn't listen. He pried open that cage door anyway. I was free. My feathers hadn't grown back yet, but I felt the wind for the first time. We ran into the professor's office and found Mary's address. The moment I confirmed it, I was so excited I could barely stand.
Marie! Marie, it's me, Paulie!
But just as we turned to leave, fate played another cruel joke on me. The professor suddenly appeared. He immediately told his assistant to grab me. My heart was pounding like crazy. I thought I was going back to that dark prison again. But Jack stepped in front of me.
Hey, no! Hey, no!
What do you think you're doing? He belongs to the Institute.
No, he belongs to a little girl who needs him. And you are a liar and a coward and a very rude man.
Come on.
Hey, no! No!
What do you think you're doing?
I'm taking him.
He belongs to the Institute.
No, he belongs to a little girl who needs him.
Who do you think you are?
I am Mikhail Andreevich Belyankov, and you are a liar and
Jack stood firm against power and fearlessly led me away. But as soon as we reached the stairs, we saw the front door was surrounded by guards. With no time to think, Jack pulled me into a nearby lab and slammed the door shut behind us. His face was tense. Then my eyes scanned the room. Animals just like me, locked up, tortured, experimented on, now trembling in the corners. Jack looked at them. His eyes changed, like he'd made some kind of wild decision. Outside, the professor was banging on the door, furious. Finally, the guards forced the door open. But the moment it swung wide, a mouse darted out. The professor froze in place. Before they broke in, Jack had already released every animal, and we had escaped through the window. We followed the address on a piece of paper. Jack led me all the way to Mary's house. I was so nervous I could barely breathe. 20 years of longing, about to be answered. Just when I was losing control, I saw a figure outside the house. I thought it was the miracle I'd been waiting for, but as we stepped closer, the face was unfamiliar.
It's not Marie.
My heart sank. All the hope I'd held onto for so long shattered. I stood there, frozen, completely lost. Then suddenly, a beautiful girl ran out from the house. I instinctively stepped back. Mary had always been a sweet little girl. How could this be her?
It's me, Polly. It's Marie.
No.
Alarms were going off in my head. I didn't want to be fooled again. Didn't want to be hurt again. I told Jack we had to leave. But then, she started singing that song. The song Mary used to hum to me as a child. A memory that belonged only to us. I froze. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. In that moment, I finally knew the girl standing before me was Mary. I burst into the air, wings trembling like a wounded child finally breaking down. I flew straight into her arms. I'm not a bird that cries, but my heart was shaking.
I had spent 20 years just to keep a single promise. I'll come back to you. With broken wings, I flew across half the country just to rest on her arm again. But behind it all, there was so much pain no one knew. The scene that cut deepest was the scream I let out when they ripped away my feathers. In that moment, I didn't just lose the ability to fly. I lost my last bit of trust in humans. Even after being abandoned, used, and broken beyond repair, I never gave up on the purest kind of love.